Vibes Beach Bar and Grill is one of the most famous bars on the Strip. At Frigate Bay in St. Kitts, it is the perfect balance of fun nightlife with the excitement of a sports bar and the elegance of a beach bungalow. The modern and chic ambiance provides for a relaxed, clean, and fun environment with good music, televised sports, and tasty bits, all while admiring the Caribbean sunset. Vibes invites all patrons to come and feel the vibe. Roy Hendrickson, the owner of Vibes Beach Bar and Grill, is here to share with us what he did to accommodate the daunting experience of the pandemic. Roy,
I heard you blow up when you said daunting.
Morning.
Morning.
all right, so first of all, is Vibes Beach Bar your first undertaking?
No, it's not. I started off another entity called Caribbean Journey Masters, which is a tour operator. We handle tours and excursions for cruise ships, hotels, resorts.
Okay, so Vibes was in existence since 2012. When did you acquire it, and why were you attracted to a business like that?
Interesting question. It's a tall challenge, to be very honest. And I decided after delving deeper into the cruise ship sector and realizing that we were a little short on beach bars, I sort of needed to find a location where I could take my sun-seeking guests from the ship. At the time, Vibes primarily opened at 5 p.m. in the afternoon. They didn't do anything during the day. Frigate Bay Strip was mostly just nightlife, very quiet. And I decided, well, you know, let's see what could happen. So I pursued the owner, and he said, finally, yeah, I'll sell. We agreed on a price, and I started bringing in all of the relevant material, beach chairs, umbrellas, etc., to get it going. It took me about 2 cruise ship seasons before I could actually see some benefit from it, and then COVID. So I took over Vibes actually in the 2013. That's when I started with it, and you know, we had a good run going, and then once COVID hit it.
I could understand.
So tell us about that a little bit. So COVID hit, your experience as the entrepreneur, owner of Vibes Beach Bar, what was going through your mind, and what changes did you have to make?
Well, first and foremost, I would have to say COVID would last 2 to 3 months.
Really?
Yeah, honestly, I mean, and then we'd be fine. I remember I went to St. Martin in February of 2020 for my birthday. Big 5-0. Yeah, had a good time. And while we were there, St. Martin had their first COVID case. And that opened my eyes and changed the game. After I see people in the hazmat suits and the realm of uncertainty, it started to rock my boat, so to speak. When we came back, we started seeing that many of the cruise ships were not allowed to dock because they had onboard cases, and the uncertainty. Even my staff didn't want to go to work because you're fighting something that's invisible, if you see what I'm saying. So we started taking whatever measures as per the guidelines from the local health organization, which at the time was not clear. Let's go down and see what happened. And then eventually the ships pulled out. So this is in February of 2020. We started hearing about it in late 2019, but now we are actually living it. And then all the business evaporated. Now, if you know cruise business, the season starts in October, but you really don't start getting the real meat of it until January, February, go right down till about April. We didn't have that, and then we went through the whole of 2020 without doing any real business, shut down, open, shut down, open. Staff needing to be paid, you're wondering how to do it and how it works. And then, of course, this continued into 2021, and here we are in 2022. But what did we do? Basically, we had to change the game, started making an effort to do business with more of, for example, businesses in terms of the police was one of our biggest customers. They were the only ones that were working, the only game in town.
Right.
You know, we negotiated with them to start doing a meal plan for them and all of that. And, you know, we did it for cable television for a short while, and Caribou here and there. Different little things we were trying just to keep moving over. Luckily for us, though, we were able to negotiate a contract with the Football Association. And because the football team had to be traveling for the World Cup qualifiers, even though COVID was taking place, and they were quarantining, no vaccination at the time, so they were quarantining for 14 days. So sometimes they had matches in between, and everything was sterile, kept away from everybody. That is kind of how we survived. They were either at the OTI, then at Kai, and then at Marriott, different places all the time. We were just able to get over the top. Quite honestly, everything fell behind, bills, etc., etc. Right? To come out of it, yes, the ships are here, but the challenge now with the ships is that they are here in their numbers, but the onboard participation. For example, we had two ships yesterday in port, where we should have, say, a passenger count of near 6,000. It was just a little over 2,000.
Wow.
So the ship is there because it has to physically come. In terms of the participation, the people on board, numbers. So it's still ongoing.
Do you find that the cruise passengers who actually make it onto the cruises, are they willing to come out and explore and eat at our restaurants and take tours, or do you find them still a bit hesitant as it relates to experiencing the islands?
The St. Kitts usually falls about second or third on a cruise itinerary. So by the time the customer arrives here, they are more used to what is happening in the Caribbean. But I will assure if you were number one, it would be different. They'll be a little more apprehensive. So yes, they're coming off, and they're surprisingly more eager than us, the service providers. They want to know if they could remove their mask. And their thinking is, as the outer world seems to suggest now, once you're vaccinated, double, or whether you've had the booster, you don't necessarily need the mask. We are still saying, wear the mask, wear the mask, wear the mask. And they are a little bit more exposed, a little more aggressive, to be very honest, to still see the island and to still get their full value of what they paid for.
In relation to your staff, how did COVID-19 affect that?
Well, for starters, post-COVID, we were a staff of 27. Now we are a staff of 13. We lost almost all of the staff, to be honest. We're still trying to find the right people in the kitchen, to be for example. Service staff, we have some new service staff who are in now. As the other entities are now opening, you find that the staff want to move on to something else. Everything has a cycle. It's a start, a middle point, and then an end. So, staff move through. But it has been a tremendous challenge. We ran into a situation where, because of COVID, we had to make the choice to either remain open. So we had to ask the staff to not forget, but sort of allow us to slowly pay their vacation pay. We just paid it to them in December. So, and I want to say thanks to them for that, for their patience. That was really, really crucial, because because remember, we never paid vacations all at once. It's a staggered payment. Now, because of the way things are happening and so forth, you now have to pay all of the money at once. And that would have put the business in a serious problem. So we had to ask them, and you put one date, you couldn't make it, you put another date, and then eventually it's, man, I just got to do it. And we did it. And I just want to say special thanks to everyone at the staff for being so patient, And I really, really appreciate them. But it's a tremendous challenge. Even now, moving forward, we're doing events, but with still the presence of COVID-19, which is not going away for a while, we can't have a DJ. The essence of what we do is having entertainment. So we've gotten creative in the sense that we play a lot more house music, which we never really did in the past. We always had a DJ. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. DJ. So, sometimes when I listen to what the DJs are saying on the radio, they're really hurting, man. They need relief. The money is making. Sometimes, nightly, we are paying a DJ $50 to $500. See the revenue that was spent. No, because you don't have it, it's a little tricky.
I understand the challenges, and maybe as a small business owner myself, I could relate to some of them. But let's take a different spin on this. What are some of the lessons that you perhaps would have learned during this experience? Because I know for myself, it was a learning experience. It still is.
Well, first and foremost, I would say the world out there, micromanagement is not a bad thing. It is an important thing. And I had to learn to micromanage my businesses. Where before I would have a manager and that person does as I wish. Now it's different. You have to be there. You learn that. Well, I always knew it, but now you have to practice it, that the stock on the shelf that's not moving is actually dead stock. So you have to find the right mix. Before we could have gone to a Caribou and buy 100 cases of product. Now you ask yourself, how many cases do I need to get through a weekend? Whatever that number is, that is the number you buy. You don't want to buy and then you have product rolling over, which is really money that you could be using to do something else. So these are some of the simple things. At the same time, you also learn that customers don't always come in a dozen. Sometimes they come in 1 and 2s. Before COVID, customers just ran through Vibes. Now, for a number of different reasons, more small businesses have gone up, competition. You have to stay on the edge of your product at all times. These are some of the things that you probably would have overlooked. Now you have to really look at it. We used to use Wednesday as the day to get advertising out. Now you do it even earlier because you want people to know where they're going to go Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You know what I mean? And for us now, we are starting our weekend on a Thursday now, when we never really did that before. But because you have to, we are looking at balance in terms of, do we need to be open Monday night, Tuesday night? And try to find where it works best. Because sometimes you are hemorrhaging money that you made on a good night just to stay open. So, it's a different game now.
Yeah, it is. And again, lots of lessons all of us, I think, had to learn to be able to survive this.
In our final moment, I want to give you an opportunity to get people prepared for the Thursday, the Friday, coming to Vibes. So let us know what's on the menu and what we can expect.
Thank you, first and foremost. This weekend, we are going to truly be pushing the preliminary matches for Super Bowl 56. Sunday gone, we had a really good run. And especially so because my team, the 49ers, won. So
congratulations.
We're moving forward. But if you're looking for something to do Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Vibes definitely is the place to be. We won't have live entertainment, but that doesn't detract from what we offer. We are up in the service. We have specials that we offer almost daily. If Saturday comes and you're looking for some good soups, Vibes is the place to definitely be. We've advanced our cuisine. Come on out, try it. We always have lobster, fresh mahi, fresh salmon, all of that good stuff. Come on out, enjoy. Good fun. And I'll be there.